Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're new here, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. If you're a returning gazer, hi, guys. Hope you're all doing fine. Hope you're all doing great. Well, these energies are intense, aren't they? Yes. This is going to be a reading for the collective, for whoever, whenever, wherever. It's good for whenever you find it. I have finished doing all of the sign readings. They're on my channel. I'll link them in the description box for you guys if you're interested. They're good for sun, moon, rising, or wherever else you find it in your chart. I'm also going to be at Glowfish today from Saturday. It's Saturday, June 14th. From 3 to 6 p.m. Come down and get a reading, right? We just had the Sagittarius full moon. I know you're feeling it. I'm feeling it too. You're feeling excited. There's like this feeling of breaking out of the confines, right? And that has to do with Saturn and Aries as well. The summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. You know, a time of change, a time of the light changing. We often talk about changing of the guard when this happens. How are we defining ourselves? Right. Whew, how are we communicating this? What is being revealed? A lot is being revealed. A lot is coming to light, and it's coming like super quick. Boom, 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 boom. So just take a deep breath, right? Don't let each of the things, all of the things overwhelm you. We're taking one thing at a time. We're being present. Look at that 9 of Swords in the reverse coming out. Don't worry. Okay, it wants you to let go of your worries. 4 of Pentacles coming out. So we have 9 of Swords in the reverse. 4 of Pentacles, right? It's like that feeling of holding back, and Page of Coins. Let's get some more figure. This has to do with thoughts and letting the thought, like, don't feel guilty about holding back. Don't feel guilty about holding on to what you need to hold on to. You're making those investments. You're learning here. We got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 4 of Swords coming out in the center row here. Oof, that's the talk about tough energies, Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who uses their words and their mind um to you know, take advantage. I'm hearing take advantage. I'm hearing a lot of words. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, you might not be giving to something. Okay, let's find out. 4 of Swords, and taking that time to heal. Now we have 2 fours out. Is definitely talking about where we find our stability. When we were just saying that this is the perfect time for that. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? The Sun in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and the 9 of Wands coming out in the reverse. You know, this is very interesting, capping it on either end with those 9s and having the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse on the bottom. You know, here's what it is. Here's what it's looking like. If we follow the direction of, or let someone else's words, right? Someone who is very negative, somebody who isn't telling the truth, right? And they're not worried about the consequences of these things. If we let them, they can overwhelm us. And I think that that's part of what this is. It's like keeping a light hidden, keeping something from being shown. We got 2 queens here, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, both of them in the reverse. You know, people not acting right, just straight up not acting right. And while the sun is here, we can kind of see some things going on. It isn't as bright as it would be on a clear sunny day, right? Like today we're looking outside, it's cloudy outside, it's raining, there's still daylight, but it isn't shining on everything as brightly as it does sometimes, as it could be without the clouds. And I think that that's where you're kind of like holding back, right? 4 of Pentacles in the in the upright. You got 4 of Pentacles in the upright, Page of Pentacles in the upright, and 4 of Swords. It's like really like, you know, I think I'm gonna hold on to this for a minute while I take a deep breath, while you take a rest. And that's really good because there's this idea here of untruths or things that you know, aren't necessarily honest, I'd say, at all, honest at all, coming at you to maybe put you in a space where you're not using your intuition. There could be somebody who's also using your emotions against you. This could be two people. This could be a single person doing both of those things. And you're kind of pulling away from this and taking a rest. I would say even maybe even letting it go, giving up on it, right? Holding on to what matters and letting go of what doesn't. Because there is this danger of stepping into a space where you're kind of having things taken from you, or not being able to fulfill your duty. It's like you're learning about this right now. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So don't worry, be happy. Justice in the reverse. Oh, this is all, they're both mixed decks. It came out with the King of Pentacles on the bottom, also in the reverse. You guys, this is Libra energy. We got the Queen of Swords out, also air energy in the reverse. An injustice occurred at some point, right? And you're like, I'm not even going to worry about this, because you know that the person that's maybe bringing this information is dishonest, has their own agenda, is mean. I'm hearing is mean, right? And so while it is an imbalance, a karmic imbalance, you're feeling like there isn't much to worry. You're carrying the anxiety about that. It's on this person. What is this Queen of Swords in the reverse? Who is this? What are they doing? We need more information. What is this about? Three of Wands in the reverse. Look at that. Eight of Swords in the upright. Here's somebody who doesn't see opportunities, who doesn't wait for things to come to them. They kind of take other things, or they other people's things, right? Other people's opportunities. They diminish what's available around them simply by their attitudes, simply by their words. Both of these, like these people and the figures in this card, are looking out on the horizon, waiting something, and they're both in the reverse, right? Because whatever it is isn't coming. Eight of Swords on the bottom for that. Like trapped in this mental prison. I think this person is trapped in their own negative thinking. You know, it's a feminine energy, but it could be a masculine energy. It's air sign energy, but it could be any energy, right? It talks about those negative thoughts, this negative thought process that is keeping this person trapped. And it's like they spew it out their mouth. It's like they talk like this, right? And it causes things to go haywire, to not go right, right? There's this like lack of opportunity. Sun in the upright. Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. At the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, and here's the Five of Wands, right? Slowly and steadily working towards something in the real, right? Manifesting something in the real 3D world, in the real earthly realm here, right? And like having your eye on the prize, there's a map, like systematically having a idea of what comes next. You're really working on this, you're really pushing through the obstacles here. And it could be that somebody is like a naysayer, somebody is like, that's not going to work, so they're not even putting their eyes toward that prize, when you are. And I think that you're holding on tightly to the resources that you have, maybe not telling anybody what it's like holding it. I'm hearing precious, my precious, right? What is the Four of Pentacles? That's three cards coming out. Look, Seven of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Look at that. And again, right off rip, I mean, this could be like there's someone not going anywhere. I'm feeling like this could be auto theft. Take that how it resonates, right? Or to someone leaving the ability for someone to be able to move. We're lying about it, right? It's car problems. This is problems in travel. Queen of Wands in the reverse. All these queens in the reverse, right? Three queens in the reverse is like competition, cattiness, gossip, right? Everybody thinks that they know what's going on. This is like really judgmental energy. It feels like the Real Housewives of wherever you live, right? That kind of like snotty feeling. And you're kind of holding back from that Seven of Swords, because you know that there's a dishonesty here. You know that this is a take type situation, and you've got too much invested in this. Again, feeling the need to hold on tight to whatever it is that you have. There's a strategy here. Whew. And it's very boastful. It's very proud, right? And there's like an argument here. I mean, you got 3 of Wands, and then you got these 3 Queens coming out. Um, and the 3 of Wands is in the reverse. It's like they're not gonna get anywhere being this way. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, please. That's like not putting any effort in towards something right at 10-10. Taking your power back, because that's not what you want, this overindulgence. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Look at that. If you put energy toward this, it's just like draining energy out. It's stealing your wishes from you, right? There isn't any emotional fulfillment. What this is overindulgence and the negative feelings, overindulgence and the negative emotions, right? And it's keeping the ability from work being done to be accomplished, right? Like this is standing in the way. And it's kind of like you're taking back your power. You're not going to give to I hearing these women. So whoever that is, take it how it resonates for you. We have the Queen of Cups again. It could be however it resonates for you, right? Queen of Cups in the reverse, not following their intuition, emotionally, like taken over. Knight of Cups, the Fool in the reverse. It's like risky behavior, right? And 2 nights now, really moving forward, taking action. And it could be action, you could be newer to this, you could be younger than these people, you could have less experience than them, right? But the thing is that they've gotten caught up in this negativity, right? They've gotten caught up in the cattiness, they've gotten caught up in the gossip game, they've gotten caught up in their judgmentalness, and that's why these injustices are occurring. And here come the night energies saying, we're not going to start something new. This isn't a risk we want to take with this. This is the heartfelt action. This is the heartfelt gesture to move forward, right? Ooh, be careful. There's a chess game here, and I believe it's the queen, could be the king, but either way, they've been knocked over, right? Checkmate. I'm hearing checkmate, and it's putting a blockage on their behavior, on this negative way, and it's allowing you to move forward. Look at that Page of Cups. You're not sorry about it. There's no apologies. This is like action taken from the heart. These are Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups, right? Moving forward, slow and steady wins the race, and the heart is in the right place. Page of Pentacles, student, right? Learning, investing, really, what are you going to do here? And maintaining the balance. What is this Page of Pentacles? That's not the one. Page of Pentacles. What is it, Spirit? 4 of Cups. Wow. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and now we have the 4 of Cups. Again, the 3 cups that are being offered, these 3 queens, these 3 people, the situation, right? If you turn around and look behind you, there's another cup being offered. And that's what the important thing is that for you to recognize, I think, in this situation, that you don't have to put your eggs in this basket. There's other places you could go. 1313. There's other things that you need to be investing in, and this isn't it. I think that you are really bored and discontent with this kind of behavior, these kinds of people, those kinds of things. It's no fun for you. You do not wish to participate in it. You've got this coin, this thing that you're holding on to, and you're investing it elsewhere, taking action with it elsewhere. It's like she's holding a book here and she's not even reading it. It's like, I've learned all I can from this situation. No new information coming through. Page of Pentacles wants new information. They want to implement the things they're learning and practice doing it. This is telling you to take a rest, right? Take a stop. 4 of Swords. Just take a break for a minute. That's the one. Look, it's the unlock the secret mysteries of the tarot. I always leave this in this deck. I think that through that time, it's saying through that time of rest, through this time of clearing out here, things will become more apparent to you. That Sun card in the reverse, as we started off, mysteries start to unravel themselves, start to reveal themselves, right? And again, your strategy is just to take the step back and to not share what it is you're doing, not share your resources, and to invest in yourself by taking action in a different direction. What is the 9 of Wands? Yeah, it's like, let go of this. That's the wounded warrior. Look, 10 of Swords in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse. Damn. Look at that. reminding you that there is that things in this situation are done and over with. They're going to continue to be this way. There isn't going to be any progress in it because there's never going to be balance. When you get the justice in the reverse and the temperance in the reverse, this situation isn't for you to heal. It's for the people who keep screwing it up. They need to heal it. It's for the people who keep causing more problems. It's for them to heal it. They need to take that action to heal themselves, right? And you don't want any part of it, and that's why you're moving on from it. And I think that there's this idea of you know guilt-free, right? Guilt-free. You don't have to worry about this. It's not your problem. Look at Eight of Pentacles in the upright on the bottom. I love that. Get to work. Get to work on what it is you need to get to work on. Get to work on your work, right? Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles here. After you take that break, get back to work in your own time, in your own realm, right? Four of Pentacles, this holding back from them, but don't hold back forever. All right, ancestors. You guys know, like, I was a florist. I'm an artist. Long story short, I don't always have good grip with my hands. My hands don't always work. Look at this. Jupiter, the granting of blessings from and good fortune. So it's what's coming out for you. It's interesting, the Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom because it's letting you know that that's not where your fortune lies, right? These people are not the people for you to be around. If people are gossiping, if people are catty, if people are, coming straight out with ill-intended facts, ill-intended communication to keep the opportunities from being able to come to you, if they're acting begrudgingly, if they're overly emotional, if they're too proud, if they're using their looks to get something, like that. If they're shallow, look, that's not where your fortune is. All that's coming out. You're really starting to see that here, and where you need to be putting your investment. It's actually good luck for you. This is saying this is good luck for you, that you get to move on beyond, past that, blessings from taking those actions. Look, Venus, attraction from the pleasure, attraction of the pleasure from and good times. No, that you're not having fun where you are here. You are attracted to what is good for you. You're attracted to, Page of Pentacles energy, Knight of Cups energy. And you're attracted to things that fulfill you as well, fill up that heart space, reward you for your hard work. And these people, these types of energies are attracted to you because they see that you're capable of that. And somehow along the way, they've squandered their ability to do that for themselves. And here is the universe telling you that you don't have to end up like that. You don't have to wind up in that same place. You can stay in your upright. You can reap the rewards, the harvest, the fruitfulness of your investments, of your hard work. Just being mindful of where you're putting that, and that look, it has to do with your work, or where, if you're retired, where you put your energy, right? Our occupation is how we occupy our time. Where are we? Where is our mind? Where are we present, right? And what are we doing there? This says as a sixth house. That's the house of Virgo, right? A full-time job, serving and doing a little bit at a time. And again, what are you serving? Who are you serving in this situation? Eight of Pentacles, the full-time job, right? The occupation. So sixth house talks about our occupation, how we spend our days, the tasks that we do at our job. The 10th house is our career. How do those jobs add together and become the career? I say what you are, right? I've had a million jobs. I'm gonna say like a million jobs because they have like a lot of different clients, right? Doing people's gardens. And after so many years of weeding and mulching and trimming and cleanups and all of those things, right? It became a career. It wasn't just me working in a greenhouse growing impatient posy packs, right? That's how it started. And it turns into, how you occupy yourself through time. It turns into your 10th house. So each of those bits, the knights, right? The pages, All of those things have built themselves into what is the potential for your occupation, how you identify your work, and how do you want that to be known, and what is the fruit of that that you'd like it to come, and how would you like to feel about it in the end? Are you going to be in the upright? Are you going to be one of these cranky people? Don't think you want to be one of these cranky people, and that's why you're endeavoring to move forward in a different way. Look at Aries, the self first house, right? Energies that meet the challenge of. Sometimes the hardest part is just to say no. Sometimes that's the biggest challenge, is to hold on to what is yours. Look, your desires regarding, because you do not desire this. What is it that you in your heart truly, truly want? What is it that you're really investing in? Why are you doing this? Ask yourself these questions. They're rhetorical for me. They're in-depth for you, right? Internal for you. It says resulting from the honesty and strength of self-identification. Pioneering. Pioneering. Ancestors, spirits. Clarification, please. Look, loss. I'm hearing it's their loss. And if you stay there, it will be yours. Keep that in mind. That's why the Four of Pentacles is out here. Fours. 444. All right. Four of Cups. You know that what you do and what you don't want, that you're bored with this other thing. Four of Swords. You need to take a break. If you don't take a break, the loss will be yours too, because you'll run out of energy, you'll run out of stamina, you'll run out of resources, right? Nine of Wands on the bottom. Let go. Let go. Hold on to your resources. Let go of the fight, the unnecessary fight. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Done and over with. It's like digging up the bones and yelling at them in the backyard. It's not going to help, right? It's not going to change the situation. It's going to prolong it. There's a, don't lose your temper here. Temperance in the reverse. Oh, I should. So we've got Justice in the reverse. That's Libra. We've got the Chariot in reverse. That's Cancer. We've got the Sun in reverse. That's Leo. And we've got Temperance in the reverse. That's Sagittarius. All of those things are upside down. And then we've got all the energies here: fire sign energy, earth sign energy, water sign energy, air sign energy. They're all here. Communication. Be aware of what is being communicated to you and of what you're saying to others, right? What are you learning from those communications, especially when we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Seven of Swords in the upright? Shiny things aren't always true things. Listen to yourself. Listen to what you're telling yourself. Look, karmic relationships. You're really learning a lot from this. And if you feel you've learned enough, it is time for you to move on, because I promise you, if you stay dealing with these things, or if you continue on investing in things that aren't your life's purpose, you're going to find out that there's a lot. The lessons are the same. The intensity is increased. Okay. Education, right? This is like this has been put here for you to learn. Page of Pentacles energy, and you've learned quite a bit. Ooh, like, what have you learned? Ganesh. Revelation. What has been revealed? And that aha moment, not in the tower way, that shocking. This is like, you've done the research, you've taken the time, you've really looked into things, and when you look at all of the things that you've learned and studied and have come to light in this, things are revealed to you, right? Achievement. It's like, look at this, like, proud faces. Look how they're looking at each other like, yes you did it, yes you did, I know you did. And everybody's like, he's patting them on the back here. This realization, this movement forward, this communication, This whole situation here is quite an achievement, and you're going to be rewarded. You're going to get your karmic rewards from it by investing in that education. Okay, look at good luck, good fortune, pleasures from serving, just doing a little bit at a time. A little goes a long way toward harmony. Yeah, maybe this is just here, this reading is just here just to confirm to you that you are on the right path, you are making the right choices, and to not let anybody talk you out of it, not let anybody scare you out of it. If those are your abilities, if those are your lessons, if those are your resources, if those are yours, okay, be mindful of what you're investing them into. Opening, none of the hiccups. Openness, being open to those possibilities. Yeah, there's that feeling of being closed off here, Four of Pentacles, holding back, holding all of those things in too tightly. There's a little feather here that we found. Pretty sure it's either a seagull feather or a goose feather. My daughter and I found it. Let's just get, this is a Love Who You Are card. We're gonna get one and we're gonna read it, and then we'll let you guys get on to your day. Oh, look on the bottom, it says we had this grow belonging. Cultivate belonging. Ooh, honor your wisdom. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have learned a lot from this. You have gained quite an education through this whole process about not just what you're capable of, but about what happens to other people, what happens to humans when they allow themselves to sink into those negative traits, right? When they let themselves live in their shadow, and you're like, man, I don't want that for myself. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm so glad that you're here acknowledging that, honor that wisdom, right? Now is the time to use all you've learned. Education, Page of Pentacles, it could have to do with school, but even if you're not in school, you've learned quite a bit here, right? Now is the time to learn, use all you've learned. You have more than knowledge. You have experience and wisdom that comes from it. Don't settle for the opinions of others or enter into a trap of outward approval. You already know. Listen to your body. Your heart knows the way. Your soul remembers the path. And your brain is more than equipped to see through the steps needed to be taken. You know what to do next. Yes, you do. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe. If this resonated with you, I really appreciate it. It really does help the channel. I'm available for personal readings. The email is in the description box. And if you're in Wyandotte today, come stop by Glowfish from 3 to 6 and get a mini reading with me. I hope to see you there. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.